Ah, yes, watching over my entire area of emptiness. You know, what could fill up this emptiness? Maybe a whole cactus farm, maybe another house, maybe more of these weird nether buildings. But you know what? How about we try to fill the sky, especially with sugarcane towers? So that's the goal. That's one of the goals of the video today, is to build a whole thing of sugarcane, a huge farm, so I can massively stack that up, as well as also do the nether wart farming. So I'm gonna do that first because that's the easiest one to do. I missed some soul sand, but I will get that at a different time because that's not a priority right now. Oh, I can pull my nose. Yeah. Anyway, we gotta get some sugarcane farms done. So let's do that. We can use dirt, luckily, so we don't have to stack up so high. And I'm gonna use this water bucket to help me with this process. Okay, but first off, wait, hold on a sec. We'll replace this bow because I don't need that for now. The bucket. So first off, we gotta do this. So I'm gonna grow this in here for now. It'll be like a little section. Boop, boop, boop. And it'll be over here too. I'll make it nicer and be like here. I want it to be able to walk through here. Okay, cool. So we have 6 left over. I'll make a brewing stand eventually. Not right now, because that's not a priority. It should be, but it's not really the thing I want to do right now. What I want to do is expand the sugarcane farm. That's my priority. Okay, so I know you can make like a bunch of better looking sugarcane farms than this, but I'm doing this. This is my style for right now. And once I get nether quartz, which is in the nether, obviously, I'm gonna make this look a lot better. Okay, so do this for now. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna do. Oh, I need to do more. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and then technically 4. Find that 1. Wait, where'd that block go? Guess it didn't place. 2, 3. This block. Stop! I'll just do it from above, because it's a lot easier that way. 2, 3. I get rid of the corners, because you can't grow sugarcane in the corners, I don't think. Wait, can you? Yeah, let me see. Nope, you can't. Not possible. It didn't let me place it. I thought that was clay for a second. I thought I'd mind that. This looks fine for now. I might fully fill it out with water, because there's a chance that when I eventually get through the frost walker, it might actually ruin the source. You know, so that doesn't happen, I'll do this. Oop, I'll place some torches there. Okay, now I'm gonna place an extra water bucket. Oh, wait, I need to place it in the middle. Oop. Okay, I'll remove that so it also adds that. There we go. Perfect. Now more sugar can be there. Except there, though. That's the whole flaw of this system here. Here, I need to get more water. I'm gonna make an infinite source. So I need to make another bucket. Here we go. Here, I don't need the spare sugar cane at the moment. Well, you know what? I should farm this real quick. Here, I'm gonna do that. And I'll get back to the sugar cane in a minute. Let's finish up this stuff, and I'll put the rest of this in the chest so I can seriously finish on the sugarcane, because I'm trying to focus on priorities here. Just doing a little bit of farming real quick so that these can keep cycling through. Okay. I'll do the replanting soon, just not right now. I'll eat the watermelons. That didn't work. I was gonna pick the block while mining it, but of course that didn't work. It only gave me 1 carrot anyway. I believe in order for the villagers to actually grow, like to grow the village, they have to have exposure to crops or something, so they can like farm it. Okay, here we go. Boom, there. Wait, I'm gonna eat some of this real quick and probably check on the villagers. And then get back to my farm. Oh my god. I just haven't been here in a few episodes, even off camera. I've been out here. Or not off here, I've been here. Oh, okay. There's one over here. Okay, and then there's the wool guy. Okay, he's fine. They're fine. Woo! Time to finish up. I have to make the infinite source. Here we go. Let's do that. Okay, so anyway, off to another topic. So the Falcon Winter Soldier episode 4 was awesome, man. With just spoilers, I guess. With with the what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. With Walker, I think that's his name, being an absolute murderer. that scene was, I mean, it was dark, but it was like, I don't know, it was kind of awesome to see. In like a non, like, I don't know how to explain it, but in like a way that doesn't sound terrible. Like, if you watch the series, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't, and I spoiled it for you, I apologize. I just, like, want to talk about it. It's awesome. Because, the whole series is epic. Like, it goes over issues of, like, his, like, Falcon. He's supposed to take on the mantle of Captain America, but he has a hard time doing so because he doesn't feel like he's in place for it. And then with Bucky, he has, like, trauma from, like, the events of Winter Soldier. Have you seen that? Because my dude Zemo literally made him like a slave in a way, and like ruined his life. And then the whole series kicks off with these people called the Flag Smashers, basically people who want to destroy barriers across the globe, like get rid of the borders, because that's how it used to be when Thanos snapped. It's a whole thing. You gotta watch videos about it. Basically, it's led by this girl named Carly Morgenthau, based off of the actual Flag Smasher from the comics named Carl Morgenthau, or whatever the frick it was. Who was just an individual person named Flag Smasher, but instead of a person, it's a group. It's an organization. They're seen as terrorists, though, because they keep, like, killing people to get somewhere, which is bad, obviously. It's seen as terrorism, and the news outlets use that to their advantage to make it seem like they're, I mean, yeah, they do pretty awful things, but like they're like kids, man. Like they're like teenagers. But there's a lot of people who think that these people are gonna be part of this thing called the Thunderbolts, which is like a Suicide Squad version of Marvel characters. Basically meaning that they go after heroes, and they could be a route to killing off some of the older heroes. Or something like that. I don't know. And there's a lot of people who suspect who will specifically be on the team due to the fact that, like, those specific villains were in the team in the comics. Sounds awesome, because now they're giving villains a better chance to do stuff. And a lot of people think that this new dude named Kang the Conqueror is gonna be another major villain, kind of like Thanos was. Kang the Conqueror is like a time-traveling dude. He's blue like a Smurf. Yeah, he's not a dude you want to mess with either. He can travel back in time and like make sure you're not born and stuff. There's like a million versions of him too, kind of like a multiverse thing. But I don't know, my dude's big. Like, he has a lot of stuff to him. He's coming back. Not coming back. He's coming to Ant-Man's movie, Quantumanium, which comes out in like a year or so. Next year, I think. Man, I'm excited for all these movies, all these shows, everything. Like, the next movie that's coming, which was delayed like 5 times, is Black Widow. And it's airing the same day as Shang-Chi, which is a whole nother movie. About a dude who knows karate but knows it better than you, basically, in the Marvel universe. And then there's this thing called the Eternals, which is like a group of like ancient celestial beings or something, who's also in a Marvel theme. It's pretty awesome, actually. The Eternals were like a group of people that were made, I think they were by gods or something, who were supposed to like protect people or something. I don't remember. I haven't really watched their background because they aren't really that known. I mean, they're known in the comics a lot, but there's not really that much known about their movie currently. except the cast members, and that's about it. They finished filming already like a while ago, but like they haven't released any trailers about it or anything. Same thing with Shang-Chi, literally nothing. It's like it's dry content right now, meaning that there's nothing to base off anything off of. And the fandom of it isn't that huge because there's nothing to base it off of, at least for right now. Can't wait though. It's probably gonna be so good because Shang-Chi, I mean, as a dude, it just sounds like pretty basic. I think he's probably gonna be a lot more than just a dude with karate. Like he's gonna be, he's supposed to have some kind of superpower of like cloning himself or something. I don't know, but that's only in like an issue of a comic once or something like that. That's so cool. I can't wait to see what they do with him too. He's going to be facing this dude from the Ten Rings called the Mandarin, who's from Iron Man's movies. Except he wasn't the real Mandarin, though. It was some kind of fake dude pretending to be the Mandarin in the Iron Man movies. But they're using the real dude now to fight Shang-Chi, which is going to be awesome. And they did cast another villain. I forgot his name, though. But he's like a side villain, I think, to in the Shang-Chi movie. And then with the Eternals, I forgot what I don't think they actually released what their antagonist is going to be for that one. And then you have upcoming films like Doctor Strange's movie called The Multiverse of Madness, which is about a multiverse. It's supposedly going to include, like, this is just a leak. And I'm not like a leak, but this is just a guess from people that it's supposed to include the Spider-Man, like from like Andrew Garfield's and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and then it's supposed to have obviously the new one from Tom Holland. But all three of them have portrayed Spider-Man in the past at some point. I don't know. There's just been a lot of leaks about it. I don't know if it's true, so I'm not gonna exactly believe it, but I hope it's true because that'd be awesome that they return again for a movie like that. And then I believe Sony's gonna take over after that for them, so they're not gonna be part of the MCU anymore, but that's fine. Actually, no, wait. Spider-Man does have a last movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, which the title was released, I think, a month or two ago. It was funny how they did it too. They showed the three actors like walking away from somewhere, like in like a room, in like one of the director's rooms, and then they had them talking about how Tom Holland spoils movies, and like the spoils like, not like, okay. They talked about how Tom Holland spoils the movie titles all the time, which is sadly true. Well, it was sadly true twice, but then they purposefully did it within this gag as like a joke, and then as they were walking away from the producer's room, there's a whiteboard showing the name of the film. It's so cool. Yeah, I love Marvel stuff. I look at it all the time. I always keep updated with all the stuff, including the WandaVision series. Man, that was so good. The first two episodes were all right, but then as the series got, more in depth as the weeks went by, it was so awesome. I recommend you watch it. But back to Falcon Winter Soldier. Like, literally, that series was so good because they introduced like a bunch of new characters. Like there's John Walker, the dude who I didn't remember his name at first. He's like the evil version of Captain America, but like slowly becomes evil, and then like fully embraces his evilness. Like in the most recent episode, which I spoiled that for you. Haha, you just watched this. He basically ends up killing one of the people from the Flag Smashers, the group I mentioned earlier, and it's just not a simple kill either. This dude bashes them to death, like worse than any Marvel thing has ever been recorded. I think like there's literally, I think, blood for the first time on Captain America's shield. I think for the first time. I'm not sure though. Like my dude would literally full on murder this guy. And what's funny is that the dude he killed was actually a fan of Captain America, ironically, and he was killed by him at the hands of his own shield, which was pretty sad. If you look up the scene, they don't show anything graphic, but they do show the process of him like slamming the shield down from a certain point of view, but like in a way that like doesn't show the gore or anything. It's so sad though. And then people are saying that by the time that this next episode comes, they theorized that Falcon and the Winter Soldier will strip him of the shield and actually use it for the Falcon instead. Like Bucky will train Falcon, and Bucky he was the best friend of the old Captain America before Captain America became like an old man or whatnot in Endgame, and then Falcon was a dude who just joined randomly during Captain America's second movie because they met when they were doing like a jog or something. I don't know, it was weird, but he's cool. The Falcon guy's cool. I keep forgetting his main name. Man, but his character's awesome. I love him. I love the actors. They're amazing. Anyway, I put this away. Just the whole thing is amazing. And then the funniest part is the Zemo dancing and how popular that got. And they released like a full hour cut when it wasn't like different filming though. It was like the same thing repeated, but it was still funny. They released like a whole hour of Zemo dancing with extra footage. I think that was an extra minute or so of Zemo dancing. It was so funny. That became like a big trend for a while. Man, it was so cool though, because like that was in that same episode, I think, before Walker went insane, where they were trying to locate. No, that was in a previous episode, where Zemo, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier were trying to locate this scientist to figure out what he's doing with the super soldier serum. But then they locate him, and then they end up killing the scientist. But it wasn't Falcon and Bucky; it was Zemo who did that or something. Like he just whipped out a gun and shot him in the face, and that kind of hurt. And what's sad is that he's the only dude who got killed by it. I mean, not the only dude. Is that what's sad? God, I need to think more before I say something like that. What's sad though is that he was the only guy who knew how to make the serum. So there's this other antagonist who's like an outer antagonist named the Power Broker or something. He's from the comics. He's like a big dude. He's like a big comic character. He's supposed to be a reoccurring person from like past Marvel films or something. I don't know. That's what was said, I think. But they haven't revealed the identity of the person yet. But they said that the Power Broker is angry and they're trying to kill the Flag Smashers. And because the scientists had died, they're wanting to kill the Flag Smashers. And also because they stole the serum, and also because they killed like an important like worker for the Power Broker or something like that. I don't know. It's awesome because the place that they went to was in this place called Madripoor, and Madripoor is a huge X-Men comics type of thing. Like it's like a big place for the comics, which is awesome. Like Wolverine, he's from Madripoor or something. He goes to Madripoor for a while. And then right next to Madripoor is this other country. I forgot the name of it. But it's supposed to be where Doctor Doom is from. And since Disney has rights to the Fox universe, they can put Doctor Doom back there. And that means he can come back, be a massive villain. It'd be so awesome. But they are also making a Fantastic Four movie in like 3 years. They're having the same dude who made Far From Home, Spider-Man's movie specifically, write it. Which is cool. He's pretty good at his job. The writer. Man, I can't wait for all these movies though. Seriously, like all these people are doing amazing jobs. Like Black Panther was so good. All the Iron Man movies were amazing. All the Thor movies are so funny, except Dark World. I mean that one wasn't as funny. It was like more serious, but it was still good. It was all right. I rewatched it again. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but I totally forgot what was wrong about it. I kind of want to know why, but kind of want to know what made it so bad. But I rewatched the Captain America movies again. Those were so good. I keep forgetting that Captain America's other movie is technically Civil War, which is stupid. He should be getting his own third movie, but I guess not. But I think it's cool though how in some movies they technically like reference or show off future villains or villains who are actually in the series, in like the timeline, but they don't show up till later or something. Like with what's his name? I forgot his name. He's like this computer dude. Arnim Zola, that's his name. Arnim Zola is a scientist who worked for Hydra. Back when like Captain America had his first movie, and like he puts himself in like this like AI computer thing or something, like right before he dies. And his like he like becomes this like massive villain, He's supposed to, and they're planning on bringing him back. And then you have, like with Hulk's first movie, you have like 3 villains, but not all of them are not all of them are actively doing something. I mean, actually, no, only half of them are, because you have the leader, which is like this like very smart dude who got infected with Hulk's blood or something, and then you have Absorbing Man, which is a very, very powerful character who can absorb basically anything that he touches, and then you have the Abomination, which is like the Hulk, but like more evil and like has like sharp elbows that you don't want to touch. Stuff like that. It's so fun. Like with Spider-Man's movie, I think it was the first one. No, it was Homecoming. That's what it was called. Where they introduced the Prowler, which is the uncle of Miles Morales' Spider-Man, which is the Black Spider-Man. It's so cool how they do stuff like that. Literally is awesome. How they sneak in people like that, either in references or so they could connect things more. Because they had, I think it was Daniel Glover played the Prowler's character. Man, it's awesome. This is awesome. I wonder what they're going to do with him later on, though, if they even resort back to the Prowler. Here, let me use this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to put down some torches. Boop. And... okay, that's got to stop the growth, though. So I'm going to go up 1 more. Okay. No. Ouch. Man. Man, yeah, I'm a huge Marvel person. It's awesome. I love hero movies like that. It just interests me a lot. Oh my god, get up there. You know what? I'm gonna have to build some kind of thing to make this easier, so I don't keep falling to my death. Okay, I'm gonna stay like this for a little bit. Man, I'm gonna die. Here we're talking about Marvel movies. Keeps freaking doing. Okay, that works for now. There we go. Okay, so they have a ton of Spider-Man movies. Not movies, yeah, that too, but like they have a ton of Spider-Man villains lined up for whatever they're going to do in the future. They have the Falcon, they have the Scorpion, which there isn't much of still, and then they have Mysterio, they have the Shocker, which there also isn't really that much of, and then they have the Prowler too now. And then I think they're gonna build up. Sony's gonna build up. What the frick's his name? Mobius or something. He's like a vampire dude. And then there's also what was his name? There's one other dude. Oh, Venom. How did I forget his name? He's like the most famous one out of all of them. I think out of all of them, except Mysterio. He might be rivaling him soon because Mysterio's like a big dude. He's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite villains that exist. Because I like the idea of using illusions to fight. Same thing with Doctor Strange's like whole concept, and like with like Nightmare, how he like rips your soul out and like you have to fight him that way. It's so cool. It's so awesome. How they're gonna do like all the magic and crap. Because like WandaVision, shows like WandaVision and the Falcon Winter Soldier connect to other like movies and shows. They're gonna they're gonna try keeping a pattern like that, where they make everything make sense together, and, like match up, and it makes a series good when people do that. Like introducing places like Madripoor is a good example of that, where it's a place that you're gonna probably see again later, or like with the Mandarin, how he came back for Shang-Chi, stuff like that. Or Arnim Zola when he comes back too, because that's gonna happen. Man, I wonder how they're gonna make him be like, since he's been gone, doing his own thing for like a decade. I think not like a decade, for like half a decade, 5 years, 6 years since like, and like what he did after Thanos, because he definitely didn't get snapped because he's a robot. Wouldn't make any sense. Is that a trident? Oh no, that's not. That's a flower. Man, I can't wait for all that crap to come out. the so far this year they've only released like TV shows, so we just gotta wait for the 4 movies coming out. Yeah, it's 4, because they have Shang-Chi, The Eternals. Hold on a second, I thought it died. Okay, as I was saying, they have Shang-Chi, The Eternals, Spider-Man's new movie, which is No Way Home, and then they also have Black Widow. I might have already said that, but there are 4 movies coming out. And then next year, I think it's Quantumanium, Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness, and then I forgot the other 2. And then the next series that's coming out this coming May is after Falcon Winter Soldier is the Loki series, which looks so good. It is so good apparently that they made a season 2 already, and I think it's already finished, which is insane. They said shows like that where it's like multiversal, it's much easier to make, stuff off of, because it's like infinite possibilities for like Loki and crap, because it's like infinite Lokis and other characters. So awesome. I just want to see what they do in the future with this character and how he comes back and ties in with the current MCU timeline, like the future, not the past. And like how because like in the trailer they say that Loki's supposed to fix the stuff he caused damage to when he teleported with the Tesseract in Endgame. Because in Endgame, there was a time where the Avengers were trying to get the Tesseract, which is a space stone capsule thing, from the 2012 era. It's a whole thing. You have to watch the movie. And while they were trying to take this Tesseract cube, this like blue cube that like glows from from themselves from the past in like 2012, they accidentally screwed it up, and Loki grabbed it from the ground when it fell on the floor, and he managed to escape. Sadly. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't have any armor on. That's why I'm dying so much. Because the freaking Wither Skeleton robbed me. Oh my god. I gotta heal up. But yeah, that's basically what's happening. So they're making Loki go to several points in the timeline to undo the damage he's basically done, to where alternate versions of himself exist or something, and probably cause chaos to happen. Man, that's awesome. Because it's going to probably show off several versions of his past. Because you're going to have times where he succeeded, or someone else succeeded, or him being gone changed this. Because if you think about it, when Thanos got snapped, his whole existence ceased. Like his whole army ceased too. So that means 2012 never had Thanos, which means that whole timeline must be different. And then what's even more weird is that Loki, since he was never there, he got taken in by the Time People during the 2012 timeline, I think. That means he never met. That means like he never truly showed himself off to Thor. He was not in the Thor: The Dark World or any of those other movies. So that's got to change everything. That's got to change how the villains work too, if they even continue to expand on that certain timeline. Because with Marvel's logic, they do timelines based on like, if you go into the past, your future becomes your present becomes your past, and whatever you do in the future impacts your current past. That becomes your present. If that makes sense. It's a whole thing. It's funny, but it's basically disproving stuff like time, like Back to the Future and stuff, where if you look at yourself or something, you cease to exist and all that kind of stuff. It like makes like a whole separate branch timeline if you go back in time and do something, or back in time at all. And if you remove like an Infinity Stone from that timeline, like it like screws it up even more and creates separate timelines. So that's what kind of happened with the MCU, because Loki took the Tesseract, it screwed up everything, and he's forced to help the Time Police fix it all. Alright. Did some stuff. I go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna take a break real quick. I'll make another episode where I go mining and talk about stuff. God, I love this.